his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Thanks to Little Dicky for writing that intro song. No, that was Boobach, our guy. It slaps. It's arguably the best part of the show. It almost hurts me inside every time because it's so good. I can't compete with that. Good morning to the Wake and Jake Bakers. Happy Friday, everyone. Little Rick Ross. I know the fans like that. We are baking the algorithm every day. And folks, everyone live, Periscope, YouTube, we are up on the Apple Podcast app. I think we're up on a couple podcast apps. I know for Apple for sure. Go in there, leave a review. It helps. Now is the time to bake the algorithm. The weekend, podcasts are slow on the weekend. I see Scott in the chat left a review. I've had a lot of people reaching out, leaving reviews. Thank you so much. It helps. And when a podcast first drops, if you leave a bunch of reviews and stuff, you can bake the algorithm so we could hit pretty high on the charts, and then I'll take a screenshot and be like, look at my podcast, I'm the man. So thank you. Great work by producer BBD this week. You beautiful girl. What do you got?
I don't know. I just checked Spotify, and I didn't see it, but there are many Wake and Jake podcasts on Spotify.
Right.
So I don't know.
So we'll have to out Spotify.
Might take a couple searches.
Out Spotify at some point. For now, go to Apple Podcasts, leave a review, tell a friend. Keep beating it on YouTube and Periscope, too. And let's get it, man, because the sports world never stops. I mean, we started a Talking Sports podcast literally during a pandemic. Let's get it for now on here. For Wake and Jake, we do the game of the night, BBD. We had a couple good options. The one that got me, and we're running hot today, baby. We're on the podcast apps. It's Jomboy Media. We've got a couple huge interviews coming today. I can't tell you. I wish I could. My hands are tied. The game of the night is Astros, Diamondbacks. Little fun twist to this one. The D-backs won the night before. They lit up Lance McCullers with 9 in the 4th inning. And then Lance McCullers said that they closed the roof on him, or they opened the roof on him. Either way, it's always bad to make a lame excuse like that. So in this game, we open up, and we've got a fun little pitcher's duel between some young cats, Belak and Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen, spoiler, you might hear about him on Talking Baseball later, recording after this. We're scoreless until the 4th. Yuli Gurriel, RBI single off the bag at third base. That's how they get the first run across. 1-0 Stros. And then Jose Altuve. Used to love him, now don't. Cheater stuff. So he hits a solo home run. It's 2-0. Diamondbacks, they come back. A little Christian Walker RBI double. Peralta, the freight train. Called him that so many times on the broadcast. Unreal. Way too much. Peralta RBI single. Young RBI ground out. It's 3-2 Diamondbacks. Then there's that bad man, Bregman. Bregman hits a 2-run shot to go from 2-3 to up 4-3, little hanging outside slider. It actually wasn't a bad pitch. It didn't hang that much. He's still really good. Astros take the lead. They hand it over to Ryan Presley. Thank you very much. Presley looks terrible. He doesn't get an out. He gives up 3 hits and 1 walk. The game winner goes to the Arizona kid, Cole Calhoun. You saw him on the Angels for a decade or so. He goes back home to Arizona where he's from. He ends up hitting a walk-off down the line. He's all sorts of pissed off. That's how he plays ball. Cole Calhoun and the Diamondbacks win 5-4. Diamondbacks 2-game win streak. They've been looking for a little momentum. They have the huge inning against the Astros and then a walk-off. That might get them going. Diamondbacks aren't a bad team. And you know what? We're running hot at Jomboy Media today, so sorry the Astros lost. So that's...
Just hate to see that happen to a team like that.
That's it, and that's all.
Heartbreaking.
The Bregman home run was actually nice. So was the Altuve. I mean, that's kind of been the story of the Astros for a couple years. Now they're the bad guys, and yeah, good for my Diamondbacks. Zach Gallen, sneaky little good start to his career. If you're looking for deep cut MLB starting pitchers, Zach Gallen. Let's do the rest of the baseball. We're already in it, BBD. The rest of the baseball starts off with the Twins and the Pirates. The Twins have been dominating this series, and they were dominating this game until the Pirates walk it off. Gregory Polanco had a big home run in this game. Kevin Newman, I think there was some stat, it's his 4th walk-off in the first 2 seasons. He's got like 100.
I think that was his 5th, and he's played 170 career games or something.
Yeah, he's got like 180 hits or something, and 5 of them are walk-offs. So pretty good for Kevin Newman. Good for you, dude. My Rockies got the purple I Love Baseball shirt on today. Hello. My Rockies win 6-4. Freeland does enough. Daniel Murphy, big pinch hit, 2-run homer. That's when fun things start happening for a team. This was a game they wanted to win. They take 3 out of 4 from the Giants. Oakland, not the Raiders. The A's, you're seeing them on the screen right now. Olsen homers. He's gotten real hot. He's getting real hot, and he's got a little mustache, and he's a good-looking guy. Matt Olson's got it going on right now. Real into that. Mike Fiers picks up his first win. He will miss their upcoming series this weekend against Houston. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but okay. We'll just watch them yell from the stands at each other. Yankees, Phillies. Phillies win 5-4. Jordan Montgomery gets touched up a little bit. Real Muto hits a 3-run homer. He's really good. He's a really good baseball player, best catcher in the game. Get familiar with him if you don't. They split 4, kind of really weird COVID stuff, but whatever. Reds, Indians. The Indians, 13-0. Reds won the first game of this 4-game set, and then they lost the final 3, and like that's why people view you as the Reds. Castillo didn't do terrible. They had a huge inning, 10-run inning, I believe. Jose Ramirez with 2 home runs. I love him. He's awesome. Blue Jays, Braves. This was our backup for game of the night. Nate Pearson, Touki Toussaint. Touki Toussaint outduels him. And by the way, if you're not even familiar with baseball, just say the words Touki Toussaint, because that's fun to say. Just a great combination of letters. Touki Toussaint. Nick Markakis hits the walk-off. Opted out for COVID, comes back in, hits the walk-off. Cool for the Braves. Baby Jays would have liked that one. Ended up being a pretty good series between those two teams. We did Astros and D-backs. The Cubbies versus the Royals. The Royals let off some steam against the Cubs. The Cubs had been dominating them. Royals put up a 13 spot. How about Soler, Franco, and Merrifield all hitting yabos? And then the Orioles and the Marlins. The Marlins, 4-game sweep against the O's, man. 8-7. BBD, kudos to you for labeling this the Jonathan VR revenge game. Very big for him. He gets a homer. Marlins are 6-1, and their Twitter account's spitting fire for now. So go check that out. Brewers 9, White Sox 3. Yelich hits a funky inside the park home run. Terrible route by Eloy Jimenez. Bounces all over the park. Brewers win 9-3. They come back in that series, and they take a couple games. White Sox had won the first 2. So that's kind of the news from the sports last night. I skipped the Angels and the Mariners. Dylan Bundy, you'll hear about him later. You're going to hear about him a lot on Jomboy Media today and in the coming days. I was brutal on him throughout the offseason. I found my one guy to sink my heels into, and he's making me look foolish. Good for him, dude. Ohtani hits a home run. That's cool. Right after it's announced that he's hurt and he won't be pitching again this year. 90%, 95%.
I guess it's not off the table, but yeah, no.
I mean, pretty much should be. What else from the baseball, BBD? Anything else jump out to you?
Yelich hitting inside the Parker. I think there was another one. I don't know. It's kind of the main one.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think
got everything.
Not to give myself props, and it's a lot you for producing it, but yeah, I think we got everything pretty good there. Pirates come back to salvage a win.
Watched a good amount of that.
Good for them. We did watch an odd amount of that game at Jomboy Media headquarters. Yankees tried to fight back. D-backs with the late rally. Yeah, that's kind of the story from baseball.
Cole Tucker got the game-winning run, I think, if I remember right.
We think potentially,
Pretty
and
sure.
he dumped the guy in water, and Cole Tucker is our best friend. So we love that. BBD, let's go to the basketball. And, we can leave it open to some good sports conversation if somehow we sneak in some time. Again, appreciate the YouTube right now. 36 likes, 0 thumbs down. We're baking the algorithm. We're getting so baked. Unbelievable. You guys are awesome.
Great bake sesh.
I mean, we get baked here pretty hard. Let's do the hoops. I can do that. In the basketball, the Pelicans versus the Kings. Pelicans versus the Kings, 140 to 125. The Pelicans are falling apart. The team that essentially everyone was joking about I just laughed because a couple people hit the dislike button. I set myself up for that one. I had a perfect game going, and I mentioned it. That's on me. I take responsibility for that. I put the team on my back. Kings win 140-125. Pelicans, they are in trouble. Everyone was talking about how they invited them to basically get Zion in the playoffs, and now they're in trouble, and we'll talk about later on what we've been rooting for on Wake and Jake. Heat 116, Bucks 130. This was an all-time bad beat. All the gamblers were talking about this. Heat were up late, and then Milwaukee turns it on, man. And that's really good to see out of them because that's what you need in the NBA. I mean, it's why Golden State was so special. Like, there's no more old Detroit Pistons. It's no more, like, Spursy teams slowing it down. Like, you got to get buckets quick. They go on a 38-18 fourth quarter. Giannis and Middleton each get 33. And they've got that blitz button, man. Giannis can go on you. Everyone can shoot threes. Good for the Bucks, turning it on late. The Suns, 114, Pacers, 99. The TJ Warren show slows down. More so, the Suns are hot. Oh, make your jokes there, folks. Suns are hot. They're the only undefeated team in the bubble. They are 4-0. There is a chance they will be playing for the 8th seed in the West. How about your Suns? Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Kelly Oubre, my guy. Clippers, 126. Mavericks, 111. Kawhi drops 29. Go Clippers. Figure it out. They're going to hit their stride. Again, they had a lot of people late to the bubble. Blazers, 145. Nuggets, 115. Go click this if you like a good box score. Lillard with 45 points, 12 assists, I believe. 11 threes. That ties his career high. Jokic had 13 assists, I believe. Just a reminder, he's a 7-foot. Is he Serbian? Where is he from?
Sure.
Over there. Yeah.
That direction.
Yeah, east.
It's probably
he's from
offensive.
the same place as Djokovic. Yeah, I hate to be rude.
Serbia sounds right.
I think it might be right. He's awesome. He's awesome. He led the NBA in assists last night. He's a 7-foot dude. That was probably a fun game to watch. Probably not a ton of defense with Blazers. Nuggets. And Lakers, 97. Rockets, 113. We caught a little bit this late night BBD while we were hanging out here after talking Yanks. Harden, 39, 12, and 8. You mentioned that the Lakers do not care. They have the 1 seed. So not as impressive as it might be, but the Rockets roll on, man. Harden show. I love watching him play. I know that's kind of an unpopular take because it's a lot of ISO, dumb basketball, a lot of bad shots. But, man, so that's kind of the NBA. Anything from the NBA, Big Baby?
Circling back to the Bucks,
Yep.
Middleton going off is pretty big for them because, I mean, if he plays, I'm sure he's been fine lately. I haven't been keyed in too much. But if he plays at, like, his all-star ceiling level, like, they are the favorites.
Yeah.
They are the best team. A lot depends on him being able to just be dependable, which he usually is, but, you know.
It's the really weird, and, I mean, it's true, and that's why people believe in it, but you just have to see it. I mean, I don't want to Cincinnati Reds them because they have Giannis on their team. But what I said about the Cincinnati Reds, like, they had the most talent in the NL Central. And right now, I mean, the Cubs are doing it, and we've seen the Cubs do it. The Reds haven't done it, and, you know, they have a chance to win a nice series or at least split a series with Cleveland. Cleveland turns it on them. Mm-hmm. And if you're Cincy, like, it's go time. It's a 60-game season. For the Bucks, a lot more dominant than Cincy. Are going to be the 1 seed in the East.
They have one of the 3 best players in the NBA.
Giannis, one of the most freaky dudes in the world, on and off the court, I've heard. That's not true. I think he's got a new baby, so I guess I shouldn't say stuff like that. But, yeah, man, it is good to see. And what I was saying about Middleton is, like, yes, Middleton's good. He's solid. He's, a nice number 2. If they win a championship, then Middleton's like a good number 2. You believe in Middleton, but you just
has to
don't.
happen.
You just don't until it happens. So,
for me, he's kind of like the right now's version of Joe Johnson, where it's like he's a 7-time All-Star. Middleton's made 2 or 3 All-Star teams already. He's still in his 20s, but you can make a few more if he and Giannis stick together and he keeps improving. So he's one of those. He's like the guy in the NBA now. It's like he's a multiple-time All-Star. He's the like surprising name.
And it's just always tough to get over that hurdle of being like, DeMar DeRozan, like him and Middleton are on the same page, and then DeRozan goes away. Like I don't want to say his reputation's gone, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So all right, that's the NBA. You people want a little more NBA in here? We got it. Again, we got a couple hockey people chiming in. I see a Go Sharks in there. People are trying to bait me. I tried with the Rangers. I gave it 1 game. Just didn't happen. I'm sorry. Let's get the conference finals.
Give us 2 weeks.
Get me to the conference finals. We got a lot going on with baseball, NBA. Get me to the conference finals. I'm sorry, Ryan Sheedy. You're a beautiful man. Let's go to the comment of the day, BBD. I'm looking at yesterday's comments. This one was the winner for me, and I think it does lead into a conversation. And we've got a little bit of time today. Mark Rulke, with the Cubs logo as his icon, left the comment, hashtag free Mike Trout, where are this man's opt-outs? And I think this is perfect for today because we will be talking about Mike Trout on Talking Baseball in a little bit. If you didn't see, Dad Trout came back. He hit 1 home run. Then he came back the next night. He hit 2 home runs. It does help that it was against the Mariners, and he's tortured the Mariners in his career. And Dylan Bundy gives him a great game last night, and maybe this will segue into your bro of the night and I guess my bruh of the night, BBD. Dylan Bundy gives them an incredible game last night, and they win, blah, blah, blah. Dad Trout, the 2-homer game, I got mad about it yesterday. They lost. Ohtani's in the lineup, maybe full-time now, which maybe that helps them. If they can get pitching, they need to win games. I need to see it. BBD, I'll kick it to you first because I'm giving you a bro of the night for you and a bruh of the life for me.
Well, I am going with Dylan Bundy.
Yeah.
Talked about him a little bit.
Yep.
He's been shoving basically all year so far for the Angels. I mean, it's, 3-4 starts max, but still really good, and we expected nothing from him because I guess blame the Orioles because they're really bad, and surprise, surprise, maybe they're making their players bad. Because I don't want to say he came out of nowhere and is doing well this year because he was a top-end prospect when he first came up. And the part that stuck out to me last night and why I decided to make him my bro of the night, I never write down whose tweets I'm seeing, so sorry if you're not getting credit for this.
No credit.
But Dylan Bundy's still a young man. He's 1 month older than Reds' Luis Castillo.
Yeah. He came up really early, and he was a big prospect. He's
been around forever.
His fastball fell off a lot, and then he was on the Orioles. He led the league in home runs given up in 2018. He stunk. He stunk on the Orioles. He's been lights out. And it's funny. So I started saying all the Dylan Bundy, giving him crap stuff. Why did they even trade for him? Blah, blah, blah. And then I actually started talking to people that know pitching stuff. And they were like, well, his slider actually grades out pretty good. He's got to use it more.
Stuff's there.
The pitch mix, blah, blah, blah. I think he's a drive line guy. I saw that in the chat. Who isn't a drive line guy anymore? Everyone's got their thing to go to. So he looks good. He's out of Baltimore. There's a lot of good teams. That's a hitter's park. There's a lot of hitter's parks.
Not exactly a lot to motivate yourself there the last few years.
He's currently leading the league in innings pitched while seeing the most batters faced and 25 strikeouts. He looks amazing. I'm happy to eat crow on it. And this is where I'll give myself credit for no reason, is when I started ripping into him, and then people started asking really why, and I was like, well, he just stinks, and blah, blah, blah. I changed my go-to phrase, and I stand by it. Either be good and help Mike Trout win games and win a playoff game, or be terrible. And right now, he's being incredible, so hats
Doing
off
his
to
part.
him. The beauty of baseball. I will be talking about him all day, all season. So, good bro/bro of the night. I'm going Dame time, baby. Dropping dimes. Damian Lillard's awesome. Someone had said it in the chat without even knowing how they said he's underrated. He's so underrated. He's awesome. I mean, the things he can do on a basketball court are crazy. It's funny. You know, one of the fun games I like to play is if you swapped Damian Lillard and Steph Curry during those Golden State times, what changes? You know, I don't get me wrong. I think Steph has a little bit of a something you can't measure factor, like he really does. But I mean, a shot of Dame Lillard on the screen just popped up from the logo, and he just drains it. Like, I'm just telling you, if you traded Dame for Steph Curry, what happens? I think Golden State is pretty similar to what they've done. 45-12 last night. We Wake and Bakers, everyone get on the train. We're rooting for Trailblazers Lakers first round. I don't know if it's fun. I don't know if it's scary, but I think it could be. So there's that. What to watch for tonight, BBD? I'm going to mention Rays Yankees because I'm watching that, and I think it is one of the better matchups in baseball. And Snell comes out with the quote last night that says, what's it say? He's like, when you play the Yankees and win, it feels better.
He said like they celebrate a little bit harder.
Yeah.
When they beat the
I mean,
Yankees.
it's not
Fair.
really a bad quote. It's not great.
It was a pretty normal quote.
Yeah.
We didn't hear the tone. But
Yeah, and I think people kind of want to vilify Snell, so that is what it is. So I am watching that tonight. I was gonna look for an NBA flip game, and I got a little distracted. Let me see what
I've
I got.
got one.
What do you got, BBD?
My NBA flip game tonight, I think, will be Celtics Raptors.
Okay.
Are nationally broadcast. I know I'll be watching
There you
pretty
go.
easily.
Yeah.
Easy flip.
Nice.
9 p.m. So
9 p.m. That's good.
right when we hit that like lull in the middle of the Yankee game. Actually, the Yankees are like a half hour early, so
Thunder keep
probably
going.
in the exciting part by then.
Yeah, that's true. All right, that's good. Well, guys, thank you so much. That's about time for us. Love getting the chat going a little hot with some Dame versus Steph stuff. Love that. Thank you so much. Again, we are on the podcast apps. If you've got sports friends, if you got people that listen to podcasts, if you listen to podcasts, tell them. We're having fun here. We're talking sports. I love sports. That's what we're doing. If you could leave a review, it helps. We're baking the algorithm, people. Thank you so much. I think we get out of here, BBD. We've got so much coming out. This whole thing has been from the Roosevelt Studio, RSVLTS. Roosevelt's, our big package is coming next week. I'm going to be covered in Roosevelt's. Jomboy Jake TV, talking Yanks, talking baseball going live in a minute, talking Giants, what we're listening to. Guys, we got so much coming out on the network. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's get it. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jake's back and he's got his own show. He's on the mic and he's ready to go. Noodle on his left, Jess on his right. Hey, hold up, don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Waking Jake in the morning, Waking Jake at night. Jake sucks.